Alright, what's up guys? I'm back here with another Zombies Challenge. This is number 8, and this was submitted by Headfin. And for this challenge, what I have to do is I can only buy the MP5 and the mini Uzi, or the Uzi, and I have to sit in the, what was that room called? The infirmary, Uzi room. So that's kind of a tough spot to stay at, but I think I can do it for a decent amount after I get perks and stuff. He also mentioned that I couldn't use the tomahawk, so no tomahawk and no golden spork. That was the two things that he mentioned. But I can buy perks. I can only use those two guns. So first off, let me just say that if you guys want to, just leave me a challenge down in the comments. And this is a 3-part challenge again. And what I'm going to be doing over those 3 parts are talking about the Xbox One, the PS4, and I guess the Wii U in the last part. So first, since I've already talked about the Xbox One, I'm going to be talking about the PS4. And first off, let me just say that I think this is the console that I'm going to end up going with. And I say that just because after watching their press conference at E3, I was really surprised about how much they basically just like shoved everything in Microsoft's face and said that they can't beat that. So basically what they did is that didn't work. They actually came out with a video about the whole used games thing that Microsoft has had a problem with, or seems to have a problem with the Xbox One. And basically the video said, or showed, it was an instructional video on how to have your friends play lent games. Like, you give your friend a game to play. And for the Xbox One, what you have to do is they have to be on your friends list for 30 days, I think. And you have to do a bunch of more stuff to be able to play a friend's game, just to try it out. I'll be talking about all that stuff in part 2 of this challenge. But basically what their video was, it just said step 1, and then they had the guy holding the game just hand it off to his friend, and then they just said thanks, and then that was the end of the video, because that's how easy they wanted to make it seem, and not like a big fiasco like Microsoft is making it with Xbox One. So that's definitely a plus. I know friends borrow my games sometimes, and I borrow theirs. So that's decent. They actually showed what the PS4 looks like. If you haven't seen it yet, it's kind of like a trapezoid shape. It kind of looks the same as the Xbox One in like regards to all that stuff, like the 2 different things put together look, but it doesn't really matter about the look. It's about what the console can do. And they released the price, which is going to be $399, $100 cheaper than the Xbox One. And I'll be explaining why it's cheaper, why the PS4 is going to be cheaper than the Xbox One when I talk about the Xbox One. But basically they just made it a gaming console and not like a television console like Microsoft was trying to do it. And I have this picture here. It's showing the comparisons between the two consoles. And for the PS4, there is no online checks, as which the Xbox One has. There's no, they call it a 24-hour suicide check. And basically what the Xbox One does, like, you can't play your games after you've been offline for 24 hours. I'll be talking about that more in the next part. There's no restrictions on lending, selling, or borrowing or buying used games. That's the opposite of Microsoft's Xbox One. There's no mandatory camera like there is with the Kinect, but the PSI, I think it's called, maybe PlayStation Eye. They are selling it at launch for $60, but it doesn't come with the main package like the Kinect does with the Xbox One. And I'm not sure if developers are going to be using or building their games like that, but they could be. They could be in the future. I don't see them doing that right away, but just in the future to help out with the PlayStation Eye thing. And there's no extra charge for Netflix like there is for like Xbox Live Gold, where you have to pay a monthly fee, or either like a month, 3 months, or a year subscription, just to be able to use like apps such as Netflix and Hulu and YouTube and stuff like that. But for the PS4, they're actually going to start using a subscription service, which you only need to play online games with. So if you don't play online games, you just play single player, you don't really need it's called PS Plus. I'm pretty sure it's out already on the PS3. But you don't need to play solo games, and you don't need to be always online like you do with the Xbox One. And that's definitely a problem. This is the room that I was talking about, by the way, for the challenge that I have to sit in. I'll probably go grab perks and stuff in between, like towards the end of rounds when I have enough points. And then some of the games that they showed for the PS4 looked interesting. I didn't really watch all of it, but I've seen like highlights of it. They have a game called Drive Club, which looks interesting for all like racing, like Forza fans. It's basically PlayStation's Forza game. That looks interesting. I'm actually thinking about getting that, even though I'm not really big into driving games, but that one just looks good. And then they have some more games that they're using as like their own type of game. They've actually they're bringing Destiny to PlayStation, or to the PS4, which is it's going to be on both consoles, and it's kind of like a Halo looking game. So yeah, that looks interesting. They're going to have a watch zone, or Watch Dogs. Why did I say Watch Zones? And they're going to have like bundles at the time of release. Like there's like an EA bundle where you pay $580 for it, and you get a controller, you get the console, and you get like you get Madden 25, you get NBA Live 14, and you get FIFA 14. So they're basically bundling those games in, but for the same price as the normal games would cost. And they have some other bundles. I think they have a GTA 5 bundle. They have a Battlefield 4 bundle. Looking at the games right now, just to make sure I get it all. There's a game called Knack, which is like a little like pet dog thing that you can use. There's a game called Killzone. That's probably where I got the zone from. Um, not really sure what that one's all about, but some other people might. Battlefield 4, you know what that's about. Drive Club, I've already talked about that. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, is coming out. That's coming out for both consoles though, like always. There's Infamous Second Son. Not really sure. I didn't watch the thing. Watch the game previews. There's the Witcher or something 3, Wild Hunt. Not really sure about that one either. There's a lot of games here. Deep Down, The Witness, Secret Ponchos, Watch Dogs, talked about that. Final Fantasy game, a new one of those. Kingdom Hearts 3, not really big into those games. I'm gonna go into the more known titles. Diablo 3, Destiny, what I've talked about. There's a new zombies game, it looks like. Yeah, kind of zombies game called Outlast. Run to the end, so I don't think there's anything else I wanted to say about PS4. Everything looks great. They haven't announced a release date. It's still holiday 2013, and that's probably the console that I'm going with instead of the Xbox One. So I'll leave you guys on a cliffhanger. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Foreman719, and stay tuned for part 2.